The live stream of me building a Smitty sled, which was an idea that a subscriber by the name of Ryan Frank posted on the channel when I showed making my other sled. So through research, I decided that a Smitty sled would be a really good thing to build for ice fishing, or even like my dad going across the lake for the tent. That would be a really good thing for him as well. So he might want to borrow this and give it a go, and then I can make him one. I'm currently getting my phone charger plugged in. So let me sit you guys down here and then get this plugged in, and I'll show you guys what's going on and you can follow along. So, like I said, this was an idea given to me from Ryan Frank, who is a very loyal subscriber to not only this channel but also the Joe and Zach Survival channel. So I went to one of the local thrift stores here, and I got these track no wax skis, and they costed me, what's going on, $12.99. So it's Barker's more for less. It cost me $12.99. I took off the let me just set you guys down and get you plugged in, and then I will continue. Alright, got you plugged in. Okay, so I took off the, what are these? I don't even know anything about these. They're just like what's going on, Kirk? You know, the things that click in your shoes. I took those off. They're just a couple Phillips head screws. And I'm just going to try what's going on, Frank? I'm just going to try a 2x4 because the videos that I see make the skis look like they ride right on top of the snow. And I'm going to try this to see how it pulls and if I like it. Currently we don't have a lot of snow, but the platform is the same regardless, and it's extremely cheap to build. So we're going to try this, and if I like it, we can build more. If I don't like it, we can toss it out. So I think for right now, this is pretty good. It seems like by the time we get this much snow, which you're talking at least 4 inches of snow in Minnesota, by the time we get that, you can drive out on the lakes. So right now what I'm doing, what's going on, James? I'm going to be measuring out. These blocks are 6 inches, and they're made out of treated 2x4. I'm going to be marking that out on here and drilling, I believe, 3 holes, and then you countersink screws into these. I asked some people at work. They said one of the big problems with these sleds, though, are if you hit something big, it rips these off. So we're gonna try it out, though. I think these will have no problem. So let's get marking. Of course, I don't have a Sharpie out here, so I need something to kneel on. Alright. Alrighty. So, right here on these skis, let me scoot it. They have a little bit of preload in them, so when I put the plywood on, I'm going to preload them down. That way I get more surface area, which would mean you can stay on top of the snow more. But on the back side was the little pad, which is this. It's a little pad with a red plastic cover thing, and that's for your heel. Hits that every time, so you don't wear out on these. No wax. They kind of have like a scale design on them, which is cool. So this is going to be my center point. And then I'm going to measure 3 inches and 3 inches, and we'll mark it out, and then we can drill. So this happens to be at 26 1/8. So then a 23 1/8, and 26 and a 29 1/8. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So that is our deal. This one here. 26 1/8, so 23 1/8, and 29 1/8. should have almost done this flipped around. Pretty sure we have these same skis up at the tent. Okay, and these here have a groove going down the middle of them. See the groove? So that's really good. That way when I go to drill, I don't have to worry about that. I'm hoping that 3 screws on each of these will probably be enough. I'm going to space them out 6 inches, so that would be 1 in the center, which will actually go right through that one spot, and then 1 in between there and there. I'm just going, oops, I'm going 28 and an eighth, and then 24 and an eighth, so they're evenly spaced out. Get that mark off so I don't get confused. I'm just gonna go grab my drill and the bits, and I'll be right back. Oh, and an extension cord. Now, my theory on this is it's not a forever project, right? Just like the trailer, the other trailer that I have, right? It's not ever a forever. I do like to stay busy. Ouch. I like to stay busy, and it just so happens that these projects are what keep me busy. So I'll see a picture online, like one I seen had this nice wooden cargo carrier thing, and I thought, well, that's cool, but I want to start at a base point, which would be trying this out and seeing if it's even worth having. And then from there we can, ooh, this looks like a good size. I'd like maybe one smaller if I have it. See, I got this beautiful set. A ghost did not move the tape. Me hitting the tongue of the trailer with my ankle moved the tape. But something that kind of is weird was when I got home, the front gate was open about 6 inches, but there was no footprints coming in nor out. So what I'm going to do is I remember specifically that the last time I opened vent, well, maybe not. Oh yeah, for sure. Last time I opened it, it was, guess I'll have to use this one. I was only able to get about halfway closed on the thing, so it might have wiggled loose. It's been kind of windy, so. Alright, I don't think I'm going to have a drill bit that's going to work other than this one. So we'll just... Alrighty. Oh, I didn't, I only put my lines in one. A ghost. Let it be. Okay, so 26 and an eighth, that's 1. 24 and an eighth. 28 and an eighth. I'm pretty excited right now because today was my last day of work for the next week and couple days, which is amazing. There's one. That one went in really easy because there's the hole already. So really, these are like They have like hard plastic shells, but the inside of it is just, on this particular model, it goes right through it. It must be some sort of like heavy density foam. Is that Canadian Mist I smell? I don't know what that is. People said that you can put like, they put like 60 pounds worth of gear on here and it floats really nicely on the top of the snow. So I'm excited to give this a try. Or ski wax. Well, these are waxless skis. That's what they say. You can still put wax on them, but what kind of bit thing do I got there? Pretty aggressive. We'll try this as a, I think these are quarter, so we'll try this as our head. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to try a screw in here first because I want to make sure that I don't get through the hard plastic, because that might be the only backing to hold these screws, if you will. Oh my god, it's a ghost. Alright. Let me go grab a box of screws and check it out. Let's see, I want some long ones. 2-inch. Okay, work. I don't have very many of these left, but probably just enough. Alright, so I'm using these screws, which are, when I bought this box, it was a brand new box, and it came with 2 different kinds of screws in it, so I got gypped on it, but it actually worked well for what I've been using them for, so. And did the tape move that time? Doubtful. Alright. Not in there. Really find a way to organize these better than just like throwing them back in the bag, but that would just make it too stinking easy. Okay, so we have to get this centered. See, this is going to be at an angle, but we will conquer that bridge when we get there. It's actually a lot of an angle. But maybe when she's compressed out flat, it'll be better. So you just learn these things as we go. There we go. So, for fun, let's just check the overall height with it pushed down. Well, we can just click onto it. So that gives us just a hair over 4¼ inches worth of height, which is actually quite a bit of snow. And I'm imagining that this ski will ride on top. Now people said to cut the skis down, but these skis are probably guessing between 4 and 5 feet. Actually, they're 6-footers. 6-footers, and I'm going to leave all 6 feet because it doesn't matter. I can still fit it in the bed of the truck if I want, so not a big deal. That feels good and stable. So with that being said, let's do this next one here. And then we'll do the front, and then we'll get the plywood on there, and we should be set up pretty good, I'm imagining. All right. The car moved a little. Jesus, dude. Dude, give it up. I get some weird people here at night. Seriously. I was even debating doing this because normally at nighttime we get people that are just goobers, and yeah, didn't prove me wrong this time. What do you think, Kirk? Oh, I guess you probably took that personal, huh, Kirk? You know that you're a good guy. Come on now. Oh, crap. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you're the tuna guy. Dude. Last time I did a live stream, my phone had a weird dealio that happened. Pretty sure we just lost this 2x4 or something. Yep. Welcome to the land of the green treated wood. Dang you. Green treated. It's so finicky. Yeah, that just split right down the middle. The other one didn't do that, but to prevent that, we can pre-drill them, but the other one didn't have any issues, so I'm just gonna try it again. I got plenty of 2x4 left, being that these are just little 6-inch blocks. Crack, yeah. That helped me none. But I mean, this seems like a pretty simple project. And around here in where we live in Minnesota, if you go to any thrift store at any time, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna crack too because you can already hear it. They have tons of these skis all times of the year. Need a new bit. Two for two, that's not good. Alright, we'll have a little fun. And we'll drill this one out. I don't know why that other one didn't have an issue. Probably will. There we go. Bigger. perfect. This drill bit will do. Would glue the no. And the propane's out on my deal, so I'm like freezing my giblets off out here. So that's 1, 2. Where's the third one? Or here it is. Fourth one. All right. So I'm gonna get this centered. I'm just gonna poke a tiny bit here. One. And 2. Today was my boss's last day. He retired, semi-retired, I guess you'd say, because he is still coming back to do other things, but kind of a sad day if you ask me. Really sad actually, because it's been there for 17 years. He's been there the whole time I've been there, which isn't all. I haven't been there all that long, but we had a nice catered Famous Dave's dinner. It's a good time. And now I have, here we go. Now I have my week and a couple days off. When we come back from break, we get the new boss, and that's not going to be fun. There we go. So we got some pre-drilled holes. These all lined up. Yeah, they put like foam in these. Sorry, if you already knew that there's foam in there, I'm sorry, but I'm just like so amazed by that. There we go. Alright, let's try this. I didn't hear you cracking that time. We're good now. Perfect. Number 2. And I just need to cut 2 more 6-inch blocks because, well, yeah, it's cracked pretty bad. Yeah, we'll cut 2 more 6-inch blocks and go from there. I need to switch out the power cords. Unplug you guys and plug in letter box. Set shells up so you can see maybe a little bit of something. I love this thing. There you go. Woo! Oh. Okay, 6 inches, and then we do 6 or 12 and an eighth. Thank you. My end doesn't have its rest anymore. It's moving. All right. Just set back up on your chop saw stand and get you plugged back in so we can stay alive. And we'll keep on keeping on. How'd you like that? It's like snowing now. Throw throw those ones out. Ooh, throw those ones out so we don't mess that up. Have a little tea. Heavy. I'm almost out, so I get to drink it out of the jug. Okay. So now here's our back. Here's the back. And I'm thinking that the front I would like to be somewhere right in here. Ooh. So if you guys can see, we get the back and the front. And there's still a bit of meat here. And it's not all the way forward. You still got, I don't know what that would be. About 20 inches from the very tips to here. And then about that going back. That'll distribute the weight very nicely. So let's just do that. And I'm just going to line this up with the K on the track and transfer the lines down. Because, let's see, the closer portion of the K. I can't believe that these were even $12 though. I was kind of shocked actually, but seemed kind of steep for a ski that didn't even come with shoes. I got them on the side. Yep. I don't know what they go for new. I think skis are expensive new. If I remember right. Alright, and we have 6 inches here, so we'll do one at 3, one at 1.5, and one at 4.5. Let's do 5 and 1. So 1, 3, and 5. Do this one too. 1, 3, 5. That way they look semi right. Now I use this bit. Because the smaller I can make these holes, actually the better. And we'll keep this on here so that I can do this wood like that. Have you thought of planting your home built sled with the UHMW? I don't know what that means. What's a UHMW? I don't see why a sled would have to have anything on it. What's going on, Carter? Someone asked what's my spot for fishing. I'm not like super knowledgeable in my area, but plaster sheet like cutting board, it will slide easy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe if it doesn't slide easily already, like I'm hoping it will. The spot that I like to fish, I'll tell you two different things. Okay, people around here, they always fish these lakes, these two lakes. One is called Briggs and the other one's called Julia. I personally like to fish east or west Sylvia. That's where I'm going to be this next upcoming week. I like the structure of Sylvia better. And yeah, I plan on doing some ice fishing real soon. This is actually my final deal here, is getting this thing going. Alright. Got the pre-drill going. This one's from close, that one's from far. We'll start with close. Yeah, this week I want to do ice fishing for sure. I've been dying to get out. Okay, because of weather once, yeah. See, we're finally getting cold weather here. This is like our first cold snap, so I'm pretty stoked that the ice will be good, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, that one went in, and I don't think it cracked or nothing. Oh yeah, last weekend people were out, they were telling me, people from work were out, and they said that there was 7 to 9 inches locally, and then more north at Mille Lacs Lake, they're saying it was like a foot. Actually, the Upper Red Lake, which is a popular lake, and I believe Mille Lacs is allowing, the resorts are allowing half tons with single axle ice houses, like ice castles and stuff, out right now, so it's a good sign, but those are all pretty far away from me. That's why I'm not a big fan of like ice castles or like tow behinds, because they take a lot of ice, you know. And then you're thinking, like, to get into one of those, you're talking 20 grand. Someone asked who asked that? Yosemite William asked, what is a Smitty sled? A Smitty sled is it's essentially a pair of cross-country skis, like these track brand ones, and you build a platform on top, and it's supposed to pull really, really nice and it's supposed to ride on top of the snow or whatever for ice fishing. So I'm trying this new method out. These here from the bottom of the ski to the top are about I can't remember now. 4 1/4 here, and it'll be a little less here, 4 inches there. So some people use 2x10s. I'm currently using 2x4s because by the time we get like you know, over 4 inches of snow, we can probably drive out. And I did have to buy these skis. I bought them from a thrift store, and they costed me they're $12.99. So $13 for the skis used from the thrift store. Oh, ouch, I hurt. Okay, so the skis, grab you guys and unplug you for a minute. The skis here are now done. Yeah, and other than the skis, I have everything else here in the garage. So, not bad at all if you ask me. Skis are done. Now I have to decide on what type of wood. A lot of people buy like storage containers from Walmart because you can get super big ones for like $10, $10 or $20, and they will put those on top of here. It's just a cheaper version, or else they'll have an otter sled and they'll put the otter sled on here. It's supposed to slide a lot easier. Okay, so this plywood piece here, are your rods to the left of the garage door? No, that's Sam's rods. We actually have to go through hers yet this year. I think this piece of ply should be the one. God dang, heavy freaking thing. It's not super thick, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, Sam's car, that's not good. Once again, let me set you guys up so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so here's the front of my ski. And I'll have to move some stuff around so I can get this going. I have to make a cross beam in between these that is the same width as this, and that holds the weight. Where did my tape measure go? I think. Very bad connection. Well, let's try to fix that. There we go. How did I lose my tape measure? Here it is. Rule number 1, don't put your tape measure in the empty screw box. What is that? Whoa, what'd you say? Are the rods? Oh yeah, got that. All right, so the total length of this bad boy is 4 feet, and width is 3 feet. So what's 4 feet on here? So the width between these is 32. So 4 feet, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 inches. So I need to go 8 inches past on the front, and that'll be 8 inches past on the back. And we need her 3 feet wide. Yep. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this green treated ply, or green treated 2x that are 3 feet. And then we will attach those, and then we'll slap our plywood on top, and we'll be done. Boom. And that will be a Smitty sled. So technically then, it will be even higher up by 1.5 inches plus the plywood, but if you're in deep snow, the 2x4 would obviously stop that. So let's get these 3-footers cut, and we will move on. Probably gonna have to grab another 2x4. 3 feet. One of them. Gotta go grab another 2x4. I'll be right back. This one has a pretty nasty curve, but I think the curve doesn't start till after the portion that we'll need. Ugh. I'm hoping. See that curve? Pretty bad, huh? Hence why it's been sitting in the garage all this time, because I have no use for a really crappy 2x4 other than, I guess, this thing. 3 feet. Oh, I cut one of them wrong. It's 2 feet. Whoa. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I thought I cut this one wrong, but that's not the piece I'm using. Okay, so let's unplug this thing, since I believe that is going to be the last of it. This chop saw is actually kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it, kind of sentimental to me, because it was my grandfather's chop saw that he used in his business, and he gave it to me because he got a new one, and he just gave it to me kind of, I guess, to be a nice grandpa, and yeah, I've had it ever since. I love it. It's wonderful. Ooh. Okay, get you guys set back up here. So these are going to be 3 feet wide. I have to move a bunch of stuff. Oh, all right. I think we're good. I don't know why, but it says YouTube app stopped working. I don't like that. So let me plug you guys in. Maybe it's a low battery. Last time this happened, it says 40, but it was like I had like 16%, and in a matter of like a few minutes of me bringing my phone inside, because I was done anyways, it totally died out on me. So I don't know what the heck it is. All right, sorry, a little shaky. Okay, so now I have to decide: do I want my sled to be narrow and an overhang? That actually probably wouldn't be a bad deal, because this plywood is kind of thin, and it would, I think, actually kind of benefit from that. And this looks decent. This is well, it's not even 2 feet apart. I did it 2 feet apart. That would leave me with 6 inches on each side. So we're going to mark this at 6 inches. Just roughly, right? Nothing has to be super exact on this. So it's still not quite there. But actually looks good. Do that. Okay, there we go. Looks good there and here. So what do you guys think about this? Kind of roof rack style. 6 inches of overhang on each side. Gives it a little more structural integrity, and I normally put the house on one side and the auger on the other, which would be really good for kind of distributing the weight, if you will. I think that'll work. What do you guys think? The comment section has died out on this deal. You guys gotta keep talking with me. Inch and 5/8, 3/4. we're going to use these screws because they're the longest ones that I currently have. 1 3/4 inches, so I'll have to kind of sink them in. Yeah, we'll have to sink them in pretty good. I wish I had some other ones. But that'll do. That'll be fine. We'll sink them in. It'll work. Okay. So I'm going to center this here. I'm going to put one screw in the center of the 2x4. That way I can pivot the other side. That's still ridiculously light. Okay. Like the looks of that. God, damn you. I will not ask about the Joe and Zach merch this time. Yeah, we have not even talked about it. So normally that probably means it's never going to happen. I know that Wrangler Star, I used to really love Wrangler Star, but he kind of went, he's really popular now, and with that came money, and with that became sponsors, of course. But regardless, his Wrangler Star merchandise deal that was called Wrangler Mart, that he ever so lovingly always talked about, they shut that down, so I don't know. There might not be any money in it anymore or something. He said that Amazon shut it down on him, but who knows? It is so cold out here that this is freezing. Which, obviously, but still, cold. For these other screws, being that they're going to be close to the side, I'm going to have to pre-drill. That way I don't have to replace one of these blocks. If I can try to prevent it, I will. Way too big. Nothing like drilling a hole that's way too big. Yeah, I need to get propane bad. Maybe I will find the time to get some propane with my week off of work. There's the bit. I already kind of have quite a bit of stuff planned out, but hopefully I'll get to the propane. Oh, my brain is tired. You guys get that after a long work week? Your brain is just like, I need like 15 hours of sleep and like a few gallons of coffee to really keep me going. Like, I don't even work a lot of overtime, but to you people out there that work like 80, 90 hours a week, you amaze me. I think I would go insane. Who mentioned that 100-pound tank? Was that Kirk? Yeah. I would really like to get a 100-pound tank, but as of right now, it's money. They're not super expensive. I mean, they're like $100 to buy and then like $80 or so to fill, but it's still you're buying it, you know. Wow, squeak a little more, you son of a gun. There. And this thing doesn't have to be perfect in any way. Like, as far as it being square. I squared it up kind of the best I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect because it's just going to pull behind you and float, hopefully. So I guess the proof will be when we try it out. If it doesn't pull well, then we will know that I messed up. But I'm imagining that it will be fine. Okay, we'll do another line at 6 inches. And this side, at 6 inches. Oh, perfect. See, when I put the plywood on, I'll push the skis down so they have, it sounds weird, but they'll have as much surface area as possible. More surface area equals a better drill our first hole and screw. That way we can pivot the other side. Whoa. You guys would not believe how many people watch these live streams when they're not live. Like tomorrow, I'll have people commenting on stuff that happens like half an hour in this thing. Not like it's a bad thing, but it just surprises me that people have watched that much of it or even skipped through that much of it, you know? Okay. Now, to see if this bad boy will sit on there. Over so perfectly. Alright. Looks okay. Looks pretty good. Now we have to measure it out. Remember, this is 48. I believe these are 3 feet. 29. I wonder what the other side is. And 29. Perfect. So that's 29 and 29, and this is 48. That's almost, that's 19. Divide that by 2 and you get 9 and a half. So 9 and a half. 9 Sorry, guys. Merry Christmas to you too, Linda. That and that. See how it lines up on the other side. Good enough. Alright, so let's just put a couple screws in this bad boy. Get one more in here, but remember to push these down. Pretty much on already. And it stayed down. Perfect. Now we have to do the same to the other side. You guys. Do the same to this side. That way when I screw it up, it'll all be at the right feel. Ouch. There's a lot more like spring to her, I feel. Someone said something. Now, what species of fish do you normally fish for? I like, in the wintertime, I like northern or crappies or perch. So yeah, panfish or northern. I just got a jig here I can show you guys. This year my goal is to catch walleye, since I really haven't ever gotten the opportunity to. So I was at the store and I seen this little jig. And I've been trying to do research on it, but one thing that fishermen don't really give out is like information about where they fish or how they do it. I don't know why, but it's just a fisherman thing as far as I'm concerned. And the only thing I really found out so far is that you want something that's shiny and makes some noise underneath there, and that way it will draw their attention. So I got something shiny that should maybe rattle a little bit, and hopefully it works. So there is that. Now what they say is you're supposed to put the string that you're going to pull through the tip of the skis, because it works better when going through snow. And I would imagine if it gets hung up on something, you want the stronger ski to take the brunt of it rather than the wood portion that could pull out. So we will get that taken care of. Hard part is that we have to do it somewhere where the ski is like strong yet above where the snow would be. Like, and they're strong. So probably like up here, I'm imagining. This better pull like really nice. Otherwise it's kind of a waste of time. I plan on using paracord and kind of doing it that way. So I think I'm going to use this drill bit. If I need it a little wide, I'll just kind of widen it a tiny bit. And on the back side of the ski, there's like a little point, and I'm going to try to drill right at the top of that point. Okay, and I should get a different length of this stuff, but I would like to see if it would work. I need a lighter as well, something to kind of get the ends of that a little better. Plus I had some other string. I got some really thick one here. String. And it looks like people really do pull these things quite a ways behind them. By, I don't know, it's up to 20 feet. I mean, like, it actually seems a little ridiculous. I'd rather use paracord other than that white stuff, because if it's on the snow, I can't see white on white very easily, but I can see black on white. There you go. Now I just need a lighter or some sort of like match or something to get that melted down. I probably don't have, because try to hollow it out more side to side rather than up and down, because I don't want it to have a spot where it could fracture. Used to have matches out here, but oh, here we go. Here's some matches. Okay, got some cheap matches. And a simple double knot should be more than enough. Okay, one side is completed, and now we just need to get this other side done, which is the same idea right here. There We're gonna cut this again because the end's all goofy. Burn it off. There we go. Okay. Cool. So that is that. Now I guess we can kind of pick this thing up and set it on the ground and see what it looks like. See if it stays together. Could fall apart right away. I guess I really don't know. They make these things with like wheels on them. It's like really light. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Kind of goofy, but let's we'll put some stuff on it, and we'll put some stuff on it and see how it fares, I guess you would say. Rudder. I guess everything else is out in the truck already. I mean, like the plywood isn't the heaviest, but it doesn't have to be. I really like that. I'm very curious as to how well it pulls in the snow. Oh, I bet you that pulls really nice. Seemed like a lot less friction to get it going than that other one I made. So, since you guys have been such a wonderful crowd, let's do a little start here of the auger. I started it yesterday and the day before. I've been starting it every day just to make sure that it works. Let's check it out. Sounds good. Awesome. All right. Well, there you go. This is the start to a new addition, I guess you would say, of building a sled. We'll get out there this next couple days or weeks or whatever and get her pulling and see how well she does with the weight on there. But thanks everybody for watching, and you guys will have to tune in another day. See ya.